Okay, so flocking is actually a very simple and effective way to get some nice finishing on your projects. How are we set for time? Bogdan, you want to learn flocking? You want to do a little box right now?
Go ahead, I'll be watching.
All right. Does anybody want to? I brought a little sample little box to kind of show the process. Does actually anybody actually want to come up and do it while I just go through the steps? Do yours for you, or I'll just go through the process. So a flocking kit basically is I call it a puffer. It's two parts that fix them together. You fill the bottom up with your flock of whatever colors. They have a variety of colors again. I have black and green. They have brown, blue, all the different shades. All this is available at Lee Valley or Amazon. Do you carry flocking? Okay, so those are probably the Lee Valley is where I got mine from. The kit's about, I think, around $40, $50. Or you get the gun and you get one pack of flock with it. The thing that they don't give you is the glue. They will try to sell you the colored glue. So you can buy a little jar for $10 or $20, and it just matches the color of the flock that you get, so that if you miss a little spot or a corner, it doesn't show up as much. I have found you just buy cheap little Elmer's glue or wood glue, whatever you want to use. Go to the dollar store, buy paint that's very close to the color of the flock you're using, and that works perfectly fine. Just mix them together. So I've got black glue when I use my black flocking. The process, you have your box, you take your glue. I'm actually going to pour it in because you want to use a fair amount. I'm not going to do the whole box. I'll just do one side. I'll try to get it on camera. So I've just poured it in. Can't really see it very well. Can you get this one up?
That one died.
It died. Ah, that's why it's not working. So we're using that camera. You can see the glue, black glue on the top. You put a generous amount all over the inside. If you don't want flocking on the top of the box, put a piece of tape on it just to stop the glue from getting on there. But you put a nice good thick coat on. That's actually a little thin, but just for the sake of the presentation. So I've coated that whole one side with the colored glue. I have actually used just the paint, the dollar store craft paint once to flock a thing. It worked, but the paint dries really fast. So if you're doing anything large, like even this size box, you're gonna do like one side at a time because the paint dries in like 2-3 minutes. It's really, really quick to dry. With the glue, it gives you a little more set time.
Use the paint for it? Like for an adhesive?
Instead of using glue, I just use the paint and I puffed onto the paint and let it dry that way. So rather than I was cheap. Wear a mask. The stuff is velvet, very fine. I did not bring with me, so I'm not going to do a whole lot, but definitely wear a mask because this stuff gets in your lungs and it's not good for you. But I'm just simply going to pour a bunch in and make a big mess. So I don't have a lot in there, but just enough to get things going and get started. And you can see this stuff gets all over the place. I had brought a little box, but I didn't bring it with me. When you're ready to do the flocking, it's good to have another cardboard box bigger than your project that you can put it inside, because when you start flocking, this stuff is going to get all over the place. And that way, if you have an outside box to collect it, you can then take it out and put it back into your bag and save it for next time. So now that I've got the surface ready, I've got my flocking in my gun. I would normally put it inside the box, and you just start. Actually, that's the one that I brought in. Thanks, Heather. So you won't be able to see it with the box covering, but I'm just going to put a whole bunch on. So I've got that side covered. You think you're done. You're not done. do it again because you will miss pieces, especially when you're going around the box, the corners, little pieces, the velvets, you're going to miss it. So they always say when you're flocking, you think you're done the first time, you're not. Do it a second time. So I'll just stick it in. I'm just going to
Do you
put
need
a
to
whole
put
bunch
glue
more.
on again?
No glue, just the flocking again. Again, just to make sure that you get all the nooks and crevices. Now that the flocking's done, you would let it sit for 24 hours, let it dry. Of course, I'm not going to wait that long, so let's pretend it's the next day now. It's all dried. You just knock out the excess, and you're done. So I'll pass around to keep in mind it's still wet, so don't touch it, but that will give you an idea of what it looks like when you're done.
With the vacuum cleaner with a little brush, you can vacuum cleaner with the hose brush, the small round one. You can go over it softly and take any of the semi-fluid stuff right off,
Yeah.
and that cleans it up really easy.
Yeah. I've even used a little can of air or something like that and puff it and blow it out.
Yeah, that blows it all in the air.
Yeah, it gets all over you. Yeah, the vacuum's a good idea.
But the vacuum cleaner, by putting a bag inside the vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
then it's already in a bag, so it doesn't, you just take it out and use it.
Good idea. Yeah. So you'll see inside the box, I've got all the excess flock that didn't get inside the box. So by using this, I can now collect it and put it back in the bag.
What is that stuff actually, though? What's the product?
It's actually velvet. It's very, very fine velvet. Yeah. So it gives you a really nice, silky, a nice, smooth finish on the inside when it's all done. Bob, Ken, does any of you have flocking? Did you bring a box of flocking in it?
No.
I never thought to bring something that's already finished. But that's as easy as it is. It's good taking your surface, applying a good coat of the blue paint, puff it away, do that 2-3 times, knock it out, let it dry, lock it out, and you're done. Yeah.
Wait, that blue, are you coloring it, or are you buying
Glue?
it?
Yeah, so I just bought a little bottle of Elmer's glue, and then I went to the dollar store and I bought, well, in this case, I bought those little black craft paints. It's got to be water-based, so it mixes with, don't buy the oil stuff from Phil Michaels, buy the water-based craft glue of the same color of the flock, and you just mix it together until you get the darkness that you want, and away you go. It's much cheaper than buying their $20 little jar of glue. And yeah, that's it.
So you can
How
pretty
good
much
should
mix.
the inside be?
Right?
Like you have to sand it?
Yeah, you would need final sanding. You'd have a finished sanding before you do the flocking. You wanted it to be the smooth surface, typically 220, 320 grit or higher if it's a really high-end piece or something you're making. But yeah, whatever surface you're going to flock, it's want to be finished sanding at whatever point you're going to go to. Another thing flocking is for, if anybody's into like model trains, people who have the sets of trains that have little stones and grass, that's how they do their grass. They flock sections of the green or stones. They might make things look mossy by using a combination of flocking. So you can actually do the outside of things. I've seen people carve like a little bear or something, and then they'll flock it brown. So it's got a fuzzy feel afterwards. So you can flock the outside of things as well.
Is there many different colors?
There are, I'm going to say maybe 10 colors altogether. Yeah, I've only used the green and black myself, but I know there's blue, there's brown, there's red, all the basics.
Yeah, I did a bunch of jewelry boxes and the red looks fantastic.
Yeah, jewelry box and red looks.
I never thought like blue, like just any regular, even just regular tight pot, you can mix that with any color.
Yeah, as long as it's a water-based PVA glue, that's all you need. Yeah.
Where'd you say you buy your flocking?
I get mine at Lee Valley, just because it's local and convenient. But it is available on Amazon too. I've seen it out there too. Those are the only places I've really looked so far. I don't know if any other craft stores around that carry it. You could call around and ask. But
And the applicator, Lee Valley?
again, I got mine from Lee Valley. Yeah. And like I said, the applicator, you buy the kit where you get the applicator and you get usually one color of glue with it. And I think it's only like around that $40 range, maybe 50, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Michael's carries it too.
And Michael's, okay.
Do you need a different applicator for each different color?
Nope, because when you're done, you just shake this out, put it back in the bag, blow it out so it's nice and clean, or vacuum, whatever you want to do, and use another color. It only takes a minute, so if you actually wanted to make your two sides of your box different colors, you could do one side, flock it, next day let it dry, clean it all up, and then flock the other side a different color if you wanted to. Sure. The biggest project that I did with flocking, if anybody remembers my chess set that I brought in, I had flocked the inside where I made the pieces fit into sections. I cut the shapes out with just construction foam and made them fit tightly, and then I flocked them. So many little tights and corners and pieces to get into. There's actually a couple spots I missed, but I did find that spots that I missed, you take a small, fine little paintbrush, and then again your glue, those little spots you missed, just put a little dab of glue on the spot you missed, flock it again, and it actually covers up good. So you can touch up things that you've missed afterwards. Any other questions? All right.
Thanks, Wayne.